for my new YouTube channel. My old YouTube channel used to be Void Ghost, but our channel actually got shut down a couple of days ago. Well, what do we mean by shut down? It means no one was doing it, so I just decided to quit. I told the leader and I just quit. So I made my own YouTube channel. But this isn't all about gaming and stuff. I will be playing games and be telling story about stuff and like sometimes sad events that happened in my life. So I hope you guys enjoy the stories and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. So before my birth, before I was born and stuff like that, my dad was always abusive to my mom and stuff. He treated her like shit. Did not like do good things for her. But before they got married, before they wanted to get married, I guess people were telling my mom not to marry him and stuff. But so she still did. So a couple years later, my mom gave birth to me, and my dad used to always tell me that my mom was never there for me, and that like she was always at work and would never treat me right and stuff. When one day my mom started to tell me a little bit about it and stuff like that. And before I continue with the story, I will be going back and forth of what happens in my life and stuff. So then, before it all happened, my um dad kidnapped me and stuff. He took me to Delaware and stuff like that. And I will be mentioning names, but I'm not gonna say the last name. Okay. So then, when I became 4, everybody, I tried to make a lot of friends. Everybody thought I was normal with my life. But I had help in school. I had a Chiari in the back of my neck. I think with some people who ever watch this will understand what a Chiari is. If you don't, ask your parents, I guess. I don't know. Or how old are you if you're watching this? So then, I had to get a lot of help in school until came into 5th grade and stuff. And I'll get back to that then. So, when I started to become 5, I started to get a lot of like trouble in my school, and none of the teachers would really help me because they didn't see it. So once that happened, well, later on, like I just still believe my dad. But my dad always picked me up after school on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I hated it. I always wanted to go to my mom's house before I ever started and stuff. Sometimes I didn't want to do my homework at my dad's, so I sometimes lied about it, and sometimes I wasn't a good liar at the time. So I pretty much fucked it up. I was really bad. So when I became 6, I'm for sure, it was a really hard time and stuff. I used to go with my dad a lot, but I still remember one day when that happened. Um, my dad said he was with his girlfriends at the time. He used to live with them all the time. This got me so mad. I was like, "What? Really? You actually did this?" So he said this straight into my face. He was really such a dumbass at the time, really. And he literally said this right in front of me. I don't know why. If he would have said it out loud. He says, "I took time away from my son to spend time with you." And at the time, his girlfriend was Linda. That was the girl's name, or his girlfriend's name. I was so pissed at the time. And people used to and I used to have so many good friends and stuff. And I in 2nd grade, it was at the time, I was so nervous because I had like maybe 1 or 2 friends because I transferred from. I'm not gonna say the school, but I transferred. Like what school district I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say I transferred from Wilson or Woodfield to Shiloh Hills. If any of you guys are watching this in Woodfield, yeah, or is in Wilson area, yeah. So back to the story. I was getting a little bit off track. So I didn't understand. I was so pissed at the time. I had no friends where my dad was. Maybe like 1 friend, but I never talked to him. So I don't know why I even call him a friend, but well, he was the only kid I can really spend time with and stuff like that. And so one day I was with my friend and stuff, and he said, "Okay, we're gonna go to the park, okay?" And I wasn't really allowed to go to the park by myself. So I went to the park. He said, no, I asked somebody to be there to watching us, because that's when my dad would really let me go. He says, "Yeah, I'm for sure they are." So then he lied about it. So I went down. My dad was apparently looking for me at the time. And then, yeah, he fucking just got pissed at me. Well, it wasn't my fault, and I even told him that, and I got grounded for almost I got grounded for a day at the time, and I got upset when I was grounded. And so later on that day, I got upset. So then I had to do a whole bunch of stuff because I didn't want to get grounded anymore. I want to be able to do much things, like with my friends and stuff. So what I did, I had to help my dad from like 8 a.m. to like maybe 9-ish, 10-ish. And my dad always treated me like shit. He always wanted me to like help him because he had never had anybody else to help him, and I didn't want to help him. I only did it so I can get paid money sometimes. So then later on that day, I just went to sleep during that. Yeah, I just gave up. I just went to sleep. I was like, okay, I said, am I still grounded? He says, no, you're not still grounded. I was like, thank God. So then he gave up on that stuff. And yeah, so back to like when I was younger at the time, my dad wouldn't let me eat anything at the time until I had to take a nap. Because one time I said to my dad, so I might call him sometimes because I don't like calling my dad, yeah, dad, at the time. So when I was like 4 or 3, I used to live with my dad most of the time. Like we went back and forth. So sorry if I keep saying a lot. So because it gets me really stressed out. He said to me the exact words, "You can only eat something if you take a nap." And I saw this a little bit fun. I was like, really, really? So I wanted to go watch my brother play Black Ops, Call of Duty Black Ops on the one map of like the broken down ship that was like all cold and out, like winterish. If you guys know what I'm talking about. So then I watched him and I said, "Can I watch?" So his girlfriend said, "Well, did your dad say?" I was like, "No, I had to take a nap." He says, "If you go take a nap," she says, "if you go take a nap for at least maybe half an hour, or go take a nap, we'll let you watch." So then I took a nap for like 1 minute. So I asked my dad, I guess, my father, if I could have a snack. So he gave me one, and then I wanted to go back and watch my brother and his girlfriend play at the time. And yeah, it was pretty fun at the time. So when I was 7, I had a bad accident, I think. No, I did not at 7. At 4 or 5, I forget. Sorry if I not know not know much at the time because it was a couple like years ago. So then I remember one time I wish my dad would have taken me to the hospital at the time, but it would hurt a lot, but still it would actually help me affect myself in the future at the time. We used to live on a hill, which sucked so much. And the fucking sidewalks, of course, were concrete like usual. So all of a sudden there's this dog one day, okay? And I see it. So me and my friend, couple friends, this is before we even moved. Maybe almost 9 years ago. I was 4. We used to live at this house with me and my brother and everybody else used to live. My mom used to live there too before we got a divorce at 3. And yeah, so by the way, yeah, we got a divorce at 3 and it made me a little bit upset. But I really didn't know because I was still a baby. And so at that time, me and my 2 friends, I'm not gonna forget their name, but they were really cool guys and stuff. And they would never like be mean to me. Then they would always like hang out. So we saw this dog going by. I was like, oh man, it was so great. And don't forget, we live on a hill, so it would be much more harder. And I was in flip-flops, and I started to run down the hill to go pet the dog, and I tripped. My flip-flop goes inside out, and I tripped on it. I was like, oh shit. So then I was like, I fall over, I land on my knee, and then I start to like fucking bleed so much. It was so bad. It was so bad that I couldn't even fucking do anything. And it just hurt, so I started yelling for my father to come pick me up. Not pick me up, like to come over to me and help me out. But all he did was take me back to the house and patch me up. That's it. That's all he did. Clean me off and just put a band-aid over it. And then later on, I don't know if you guys in Pennsylvania know what Knoebels is, or people who are in Pennsylvania know what Knoebels is. So we went there one day, and this is the exact same age, like maybe 2 weeks later after I got my arm cut. And like bleeding and stuff. So we would go there. I go on the bouncy house, I think. And then I fucking land on my knee again. The band-aid slips off and I scratch my arm again. Starts bleeding all over the place. So I had to cover it up. And then they said to stop they had to take everyone out. And then they had to clean everything out and stuff. And I didn't want to go back on it because I knew the same shit was going to happen to me. And what happened on it. And so we had to he did the exact same thing. He never took me to the hospital or anything. And today, I have is really bad. It really sucks. So yeah, that's what happened from. And yeah, before we end the video, at 7 years old, nothing much really happened in my life. He didn't do much pain to me and stuff. And so yeah, this is part one of my life from birth or before birth till when I was 7. Thank you guys for watching.